Hello YouTube, LD50 here, back with another video, and today we're going to revisit the one shot on Graveward with Melee Amara. Some time ago, Gearbox in their infinite wisdom decided that the white elephant, which used to be the meta artifact for the face puncher build, was far too powerful and people were abusing it and blah de blah de blah, so yeah, fun detected, obliterate. They reduced the power of the white elephant sticky bombs by about 80%, so they do about a fifth of the damage that they originally did. The damage is still based on the initial melee strike, so to be able to perform the one shot effectively with the reduced efficiency of the sticky bombs from the white elephant, we need to increase the amount of melee damage that we are doing. We can do that in several ways. So we'll have a quick look at the gear we're going to use. We're going to be using a ×14 face puncher, and we're going to be using it with the face slam. Weapon damage is increased by 300% for a short time anointment. This will effectively quadruple the damage of the face puncher, and the melee shot is based upon the damage of the face puncher, so that's immediately 4 times the damage. We're going to be using the crit swap technique because the sticky bombs from the white elephant will get crit damage bonus. And then we're going to be further increasing our melee damage by the use of a low level Brawler Ward shield. This one has 300% melee damage while shield is depleted, plus 25% weapon damage while shield is depleted, and the anointment is after using face slam. Melee damage is increased by 200% for a short time. So melee damages within BL3 are additive, so we can just add them all up. So if we break our shield, we're going to be using this low level sellout here to break our shield. It's a low level Brawler Ward, it's only 142 capacity. So if we break this, we're going to be getting 300% melee damage while shield is depleted. We're going to be getting 200% melee damage from the face slam anoint as well. So there's immediate 6 times of melee damage, actually, because it's 500% is 6 times. And then the initial shot is obviously boosted by the weapon damage anointment here. We're just going to also debuff with an It's Piss grenade, because damaged enemies take 20% increased damage. This It's Piss grenade has an action skill end anointment for incendiary damage, so we'll be adding more incendiary damage to our shot. And we're going to be using a Firestone white elephant. This one is a level 60, so it's 12 levels below, but it's still going to do sufficient damage. This one also has a boost to incendiary damage and a boost to melee damage. And then we're going to be using the Muse Com. Now this Muse Com does have 3 points in Illuminated Fist. That's because it dropped before Gearbox fixed the Com. Shouldn't really be able to have more than 1 bonus point for Illuminated Fist, but when the Com first came out, we were able to get up to +3 on that, so we were able to stuff some extra points into a skill that really should have only been boosted once. Gearbox have since fixed this, so this Com cannot drop legitimately at 72. This Com also has a bonus to melee damage. The action skill cooldown rate, action skill damage, not important for this particular kill. And on the skill side here, we have extra melee damage here with Find Your Center, and we have extra melee damage here from Illuminated Fist boosted by the Com. And it's a standard Melee Amara build. I have made a build video about this, so if you want to check out in-depth analysis of this build, have a look at my channel. I'll leave a link in the description. But this is the purple tree, this is the green tree, this is the red tree, and this is the blue tree. We're going to be using Phase Slam to proc the Anoint. We've taken Soul Sap. We don't need the lifesteal so much, but we just need an augment in there that's not going to reduce anything. So this will work just fine. We've set our action skill element to fire. So we're going to jump down. We're going to wait for him to do his first phase. We're going to strip our shields using the low level sellout here. We're then going to swap to our face puncher. We're going to activate Phase Slam to activate the Anoint. We're going to throw off its Piss Grenade. We're going to take one shot, and then we're going to swap to the Unforgiven for the bonus crit damage. With the Unforgiven, if you weren't aware, it has a 432% critical hit damage bonus on it. And there is a small delay between shooting the face puncher and the sticky bombs from the white elephant detonating, and that's sufficient time to swap over to the trick Unforgiven, and that crit damage will apply to then the sticky bombs that we've shot at the crit area. We're going to ignore his first phase, and we're going to wait for him to present his arm, because that is the easiest target to do this on. So we've jumped down. We'll ignore the caustic balls here, and we'll wait until he just starts to do the animation for putting his arm forward. There he goes. Strip our shields off. Phase Slam. Throw our grenade. One shot. Swap. And he is dead. So, yes, it's still possible to one-shot Graveward with Melee Amara, even after all the nerfs at 72. It's a bit fussy, but it will work for speed farming. Melee Amara now is not the boss killer that she was, unless there are ads around. If there are other enemies around, she has a fantastic kill skill called Body and Mind, which I go to in depth in the build video, which does provide plenty of damage and will allow you to take on the raid bosses. But for a single target like Graveward that doesn't have reliable enemies spawning in to get the kill skill from, we can still one-shot using this method. So we'll just recap again. We're using a low-level sellout to strip our shields. We're using a ×14 face puncher, and the reason we use ×14 is it improves the chances of the sticky bombs applying. We're swapping to a trick Unforgiven with the 432% crit damage. That had the gain 150% increased damage against enemies above 90% health. That probably wasn't applicable, because I believe that with the initial shot we did more than 10% damage, but it's just the anointment I happen to have on this trick Unforgiven. We were using a low-level Brawler Ward shield with the Phase Slam melee damage anointment. We were using a Muse Com, we were using a Firestone White Elephant, and we were using an It's Piss Grenade with action skill end bonus incendiary damage. And this was our skill tree. And we were playing on Mayhem 11, and this is our Guardian rank all the way down there. So there we go. Yes, it's still possible to one-shot Graveward using Melee Amara and the White Elephant. Takes a little bit of setting up and some specific gear, but it will work reliably. So let the fun commence. Get farming. And yeah, there you go. So I've been LD50, you've been lovely. I'll see you in the next one. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Give me motivation to make some more. Bye for now.